What's up, guys? It's Chachi Power here to do a review of the Ultra Act Gridman from the show Denku Chojin Gridman, which translates to English as roughly Lightning Superman Gridman. It's based on a Japanese live-action series, or tokusatsu, from the same people that did Ultraman. So that would be Tsuburaya Productions, okay? And which explains, I guess, the similarities between this and Ultraman. And you guys might know it here in the U.S., you know, from, I guess, close to the mid-90s, early 90s, mid-90s as the Superhuman Samurai Syber-Squad, right? Which is how I came to know about this figure. Now, my initial reason for purchasing this figure was because I was going to buy the King Gridman set. Now, I have since canceled it due to me having to budget for other things. But if I can get it, that would be great, because that's the whole reason I got this figure. But I will review this nonetheless. Alright, this is the Ultra Act version, the Japanese version, as it states Gridman, not the Syber-Squad thing or whatever it's called. So if we look back here, it shows the grid beam, the barrier shield, plasma blade, and Gridman himself. Gives you a little bit of specs going on there, his height, weight, and power. His power, incredibly, is almost 2 million horsepower. I wonder how strong that really is. And it shows you it's got some dynamic ashing. It's got the little seal down here, an official product of Tsuburaya Productions Company. And it's a nice little hologram, which I can't really see on camera here, but it looks really cool. So we're going to go ahead and open this, guys. I think I've talked a little bit too much about it. Notice how cool that, right here, that's screened on there, the Gridman. It's got a nice reflective background. Anyway, so we got the figure right here. Comes in a nice plastic tray, and I've already pre-opened this, so I should just be able to open this. And of course, like all plastic trays, everything explodes all over the place. But right here we got that little piece of weapon there. Let's see, take Gridman out himself, because that's what we want to concentrate the review on. Right, so Gridman. If you guys are familiar, if you don't deal with Ultra Act figures, but you do have SH Figure Arts, this is pretty much like some of them are not SH Figure Arts level, but they pretty much are SH Figure Arts. Let's just put it that way. But I don't know. I guess not as high quality. Not to say it's not high quality. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, guys. Just ignore that part. But it is nice. So these figures are known for their high articulation, just like SH Figure Arts. As a matter of fact, the Ultra Act line, I guess, is a direct tie to SH Figure Arts. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, articulation. So we got the head here. We got the head itself, and then the neck separate from the head. We got the shoulders going on here. You'll see this little cover piece. Now this little thing flips around. This actual red piece goes up. You got the shoulder there. Also moves up and down this way. You got the regular just flipping around type movement. You got the double jointed elbow. You have this here. The little gauntlet does spin around the forearm, and you got the hand on the ball joint. You also got the upper chest here, which moves around. And you notice this popped off, but it's just held down there with two little nubby nubs, which you can just pop back on. I won't do that right now. It takes a little bit too much time. And the lower half of the waist here, and then you have the hips here. And what I like about the way the hip design is, you got the ball joint, and then you got like a socket around it that goes into the upper thigh, which allows a lot of movement on that part right there. You do have a swivel here on the leg cover, the thigh cover. Right. You also have double jointed knees. Okay, you move down here to the feet. You got the feet here on the ankles. Again, good range of movement. And then you also have the toe. Let's take a look at the figure up close. You can check out the head sculpt. You'll see the eyes have clear yellow. I love the fact that they've actually used clear plastic for the eyes, and also that little gem right on his forehead. All right, instead of just painting that, they've gone ahead and done that. So that gives it a very SH Figure Arts kind of feel to it. And also check out the chest right there, the clear blues being used, and also the little jewel right there, right in the center of his chest. And as we move down, we can see how sharp the paint apps are. And the white, although it's hard to see, the white is actually a pearly white, right? And the red is all satiny. Okay, so it's got a nice finish on the red going on there. And check out the detail on the Gauntlet. This side doesn't have as much detail. And the bottom of the feet here, which are just plain black. And overall, very nicely done. Now I have to assume that some of you guys don't even know what SH Figure Arts is, so you don't even know what I'm comparing it to. So, like I said, this is the Ultra Act line. I know it has some ties to the SH Figure Arts, although they don't call it that. It's mostly used for live-action tokusatsu characters, the Ultra Act line. But for example, this is SH Figure Arts. This is Top Mag or Kotetsu from the Tiger and Bunny series. He later turns into Wild Tiger. But this is an SH Figure Arts, and you can see they're pretty much you know, same scale, overall same build. So you get the idea. If you own one of these, or you don't own any, at least now you know how they are. They all have like the whole double jointed elbow thing, double jointed knee, and whatnot. So continuing on along, I did show you articulation, but I could just want to show you the extent of like some of the movements here on the figure. So I mean, he does pose very well. So next I want to show you guys the weapon. We'll start off with the plasma blade here, which has a nice chrome blade. You'll see the way that gleams on there. It almost looks like it's really glowing. Got a little bit of detail, a little yellow spot right there, and then the handle is flat black, and you got a little bit of a metallic blue down at the bottom. And over here is the barrier shield, which actually is not a weapon, but it can be, as you will see in just a moment. So the barrier shield would be held in his hand when you use an alternate hand. You'll see the hands are now close-fisted, so you can't really shove anything in there. I guess you can try, but nothing will happen. So we are going to use the alternate hands. Not only does it come with the standard fists, it comes with the open hands like this. Alright, and he's got the what are these, the open hands like so, which don't hold anything. That's just you know, for dynamics or whatever. So let's go ahead and pop that off. Pops off rather nicely. I do want to be careful because these ball joints are only shafted on one half. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but you do want to be careful popping them on. Don't want to force it too much, or else you will lose that ball joint. I've not had those problems with these figures, but just something to look out for. And let's see, pop this one off, and go ahead, pop this one back on. Now for the barrier shield, you do want to use the alternate hand that doesn't have the fingers stuck together. For example, like this one right here, because it's a little hard to get this shaft here, the handle, through that one. And as a matter of fact, it might be impossible without breaking it or ripping through the fingers. That one is more for the plasma blade, and even then, that's kind of hard. As you'll see, the fingertip is now white. Okay, so I don't know if it was just stuck on there with paint, or maybe it's not really fused together, but had to open to be able to put this in. But once it's in there, it looks pretty cool. Look at that, guys. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you guys the combination of these two form into another weapon, which I will show you right now. So it looks like these two weapons, the plasma blade and the barrier shield, do combine together to form this other weapon here. I don't know that for sure, but it's kind of obvious. All right, and same thing, you just pop it into the hand that's for holding weapons, and there you go. So I think that looks really cool. I'd rather use that than the smaller blade and shield. Now the last piece I want to show you guys is the grid beam, which is it's got an excellent #1 sculpt, and not only that, but the finish. It does really look like a big blast effect, a little beam effect going on right there. Now the only thing is you do have to pop off a little plug that's on the forearm. I've been unsuccessful. I will try that again, but really you stick your nail in there. Oh, there. I think I worked it out a bit. There we go. Took the little plug out. Once you get that little plug out, you form, or you actually fold the arm this way, and then just key in the effect there. It only goes in one way, just like that. Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. And yeah, so you get the grid beam effect right there, guys. Look at that. And having done that, guys, I think this is going to wrap up the review. If you have any questions or comments regarding this figure or anything else, please leave it below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.